I'm Jean Ironhill, Senior Solutions Consultant here at MES Group. Today, I'm going to walk you through a quick but powerful demonstration of our TME MES platform, designed to help manufacturers like you gain real-time visibility, enforce quality, and scale operations with confidence. So let's start with the foundation, near real-time visibility. Dashboards in TME are tailored by role. Operators see their tasks. Supervisors see bottlenecks. Production managers see trends. And everything updates the moment a new order is created, whether it's manually done in TME or pushed from an ERP. Here is an example of a WIP dashboard. The chart shows the quantity of items available at any given operation. The viewer below shows all of the work order quantities available to process, in process, or on hold at any given operation. Amongst the numerous dashboards that TME provides, we also have dashboards specific for asset management. In this case, I have a real-time dashboard that shows in color coding the status of the assets and equipment that I care about. There's also an operational uptime chart, asset downtime viewer to show only those assets are in a downtime state, work tracking work orders. So if I want to go ahead and actually focus and work on a work order and my maintenance, I can do that straight from the dashboard. Also, from the real-time status screen, I can click and open up for more detail. In this case, I can see that asset 781 in its uptime state, it was put there on July 30th. I can see who did it, what the commentary was, when the last failure was, last completed date, last calibration, etc. I have a 30-day status summary, as well as the ability to see all of the different SPC charts of data that have been collected thus far. Now let's walk through how TME guides production from start to finish. Here's an example of a gimbal work order. It shows machining, subassembly, inspection, packaging. Each step is time-stamped, quality checked, and fully traceable. Operators only see what they need to see. No clutter, no confusion. Built-in alerts and messaging keep everyone aligned across shifts and departments. So here is the work order itself. I have a work to be done tab, which can provide precise instructions. I can see the quantity detail with the batch number and how many items are in the work order. I can see the serial numbers, the operations and all of the steps, including those that have yet to be completed. I have a full history at my fingertips of everything that was done to the work order thus far. Access to documentation, whether it is a process, procedure, audio file, video file, CAD file, etc. Visibility of the sub-assemblies associated with the work order. The ability to commit inventory and material to my work order and be able to see what is available. An unlimited number of user-defined attributes. In this case, I've set them up to show me what the options are that the customer would like to have available on these particular gimbals. These will also help drive the work order through the process to ensure that every option is made available. TME is modular and highly configurable. Start with one line or one site and scale across your entire enterprise. We grow with you, without the need for custom code or third-party extensions. Let's talk about flexibility, because no two operations are the same. One of the biggest advantages of TME MES is how easily it adapts to your operation. There's no scripting or programming required. You define the workflows, the dashboards, and data collection forms. Our platform handles the rest. So as an example of the different operations that are available, these have all been built and configured within the user interface. I'll go ahead and open one. We have version control so that engineering changes, adaptations can easily be made and tracked from one history and version to another. All of the steps are configured within the user interface as well. Whether it's the messaging, setting up which assets are to be start or stopped, the bills of material to consume, whether or not scrap is enabled, which attributes, user-defined fields the operator is expected to populate, as well as the various data collections. We even provide the ability to set up permissioning at the step level, which operators are allowed to process any given step. Now let's look at how TME helps you build quality in, not bolted on. TME enforces critical checks, validates inputs, and prevents progression if conditions aren't met. Barcode and QR scanning eliminate manual errors, and automatic routing ensures the right steps happen in the right order. In this case, I have a work order that's already set up to conduct a quality check, thermal cycle testing. I have the criteria that I can easily see what I need to look for. If it passes, I can set it to pass, and it will continue on through the workflow. If I set it to fail, conditional logic can put the work order on hold and notify quality engineers to come and check it out. It can also put it straight into rework. The same conditional logic can determine if it's been through rework more than 3 times to send it to a scrap operation. And all this is based on the operator putting in a simple pass or fail. In addition to pass-fail type logic, there's SPC. All of the SPC charts are readily available within the data analysis submodule. So even though the operator puts in the values within work order or against an asset, I can easily see the trends. I can also set up run rule violations for which things will happen, whether it's putting the asset into a downtime state if the data is out of spec. It can also generate a work order, notify appropriate personnel, etc. Inventory and subassemblies are fully traceable, from raw material intake to final shipment. Operators can pull inventory, generate subassemblies, and consume material, all within the same interface. The full list and profiles of all the supplies, products, and materials are contained within the inventory module, along with a quantity screen, bill of materials setup and configuration, cycle count, receiving, put away, transfer orders, etc. Everything you need for inventory control and warehouse management. Even a scrap review screen, so that material that's been scrapped from within WIP can be handled, whether it's destroyed, returned to WIP, or transferred to another location for further analysis. Downtime is expensive. TME helps you stay ahead of it. We track asset uptime using SEMI-E10 metrics. If a machine goes offline or a data point goes out of spec, the system flags it, notifies maintenance, and reroutes as needed, automatically. So in this example of a WIP work order integrated with the asset management module, I can easily see temp control 3 is in downtime out of spec. I know I'm not going to be able to start it and process my WIP, and this drop-down confirms it. Also, all of the detail I need with regards to all of my equipment, all available in the asset management module. All of the information I need in one place. With over 300 built-in reports, you can track yield, throughput, downtime, genealogy, and more. Reports can be filtered, exported, scheduled, or emailed, so you always have the data you need when you need it. All of the reports can be found in the report browser. The master set covers all of the modules within TME, as well as WIP. Reports can be shared as read-only or as editable. In this example, my daily status update shows those assets that have been down for a while, those that have been recently put back into an uptime state, and if it were yellow, assets that were recently put into a downtime state. All of the information I need for a daily management meeting. An example of a WIP report is genealogy. In this case, I can see all of the materials that were consumed to the making of the gimbal A in this particular work order number. It shows all of the batch information, quantities, date, who did it. The report configuration is all handled within the user interface. So I can easily add columns, remove columns, change how it's sorted, and add filtering based on the fields that I want. Fields can be locked so that when I share a report, it can only show the information that I want it to. And of course, compliance and traceability are built into TME. TME records a full audit trail. Who did what, when, and where. Whether you're in aerospace, medical, or defense, you'll have the traceability you need to meet compliance with confidence. So, what's next? We're more than happy to continue the conversation on pre- and post-implementation support, integration, security protocols, as well as do a deep dive on how TME can address your challenges. These are important conversations, and we'd love to walk them through with you to make sure TME MES is the right fit for your organization. Thanks for watching, and have a great day, and I hope to talk to you soon.